RicKEAJackson is putting up some amazing numbers, and she might be a future MVP if she keeps playing like this. So whether you want to call it she's out of a slump, the sophomore slump is over, or she's figuring it out, the game is slowing down, however you want to frame it, it's that time for her because she has been showing us why she was drafted number, what was she, she was drafted third? No, Camilla's third, fourth. Why she was drafted fourth by LA. If you want to see coverage of more players in the W, like and subscribe. Let's get it going. And people that's been a fan of hers for a while, watched her in college, maybe even high school, and the first year, you kind of seen this coming, and this is what you wanted to see from her, and she's putting on a show now. She's putting up really big numbers. She's not completely consistent, but she's at that point right before you get completely consistent, and I love to see it, man. This is what it really looks like for young players that needed to develop, and that's every young player. Paige, Caitlin, Angel, they have us all spoiled. We think young players are supposed to come in and be instant all-stars, break records, affect the game, and that's not the reality of even star players' progression. A lot of superstars didn't have that progression. The three I named are just anomalies. They're generational talent, generational potential. And so what RicKEA doing is actually what you want to see in a star player, an all-star player, this type of progression. Year one, you're figuring it out. It looks up and down, and you're not fully sure, and you're really, really trying to adjust to the game. And year two, you spend half of the year still filling out yourself, but now you see different defenses because now there's tape out on you. There's films. There's been studies on you by other teams. So now you have to not only still go through that fill out, now you have to adjust to the team's now having a game plan for you. And by halfway through, you may not hit all-star. You may slip into the all-star game. But halfway through, then you start seeing like, oh, they figured out what's going on. They're taking the time to understand the game and develop. And that's what we're seeing with RicKEA. Her numbers are showing. LA is clicking right now. And she's like, I know there's Kelsey Plum there, but RicKEA is kind of like that difference maker for sure, when it comes to getting a bucket. Because Kelsey seem a little, how do I explain Kelsey's? Kelsey seem, they affect the game the same, but Kelsey's her points, they seem so isolated and ball dominant. They take up a lot of time, and RicKEA can get the ball. That's a better point. Kelsey's, a lot of her points take a lot of time, and RicKEA could get the ball and in 3 seconds make her decision. If this is a bucket or if she got off the ball, you know what I mean? Like, I hope you get what I'm saying. Like, she gets the ball out, 3 seconds is too long, and immediately she's into what she's trying to do and get it done. Whether it's a catch and shoot, whether it's a between the legs step back three or drive to the paint, RicKEA just gets it done like that. And I think that's one of the biggest changes, where her mindset has a shift to where she's confident she can get a bucket on anybody, and so now it's about picking your spots. And I think she's getting more and more comfortable. I think she has a greener light. And, man, LA might be a scary team. And now that Brink is back, I see teams scared to drive the ball. And I think last night Cam had one of her better scorer games. She had 11 points. And then you have Kelsey Plum. It wasn't a knock on Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum is cold. She's getting to it. So you got to deal with Kelsey's ball dominant 20 to 25 to 30. And now you got to deal with RicKEA's smooth 20 to 25. And you got Cam Brink in the paint. You got Z catching and shooting threes, and she's 7 foot tall, it seems like. And then Hamby is a handful. She can do a bit of everything except for free throws. That's the weird thing about her game, is the free throws. But this team, man, they're going to cause some problems. And I think this is LA. I honestly think they're going to keep this core around. I mean, Cam Brink will be under contract still. RicKEA still will be under contract. I wonder who else is on there. And then they have Barker. She was the rookie this year. She's a solid player, man. She's just a solid role player. They have her. And then Julie had a triple-double yesterday. And so with Cam coming back, Julie playing this way, everybody's starting to fall into their natural positions. LA is a scary, scary looking team. Now let's look at some of RicKEA's numbers. So as you can see, she's averaging 14-3, 15-3 if you round it up. And you might say those aren't MVP numbers. No, we'll look and see that she can put up MVP numbers. She just has to get consistent now. She's still a young player, 1 year of experience. Again, this is her sophomore year. So yesterday she had 20 points on 6 of 12. She shot 50%. 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. The game before that, she went against Indiana, gave them 25. How many rebounds did she have? 25, 5, and 2. You know, though, that's what you see the MVPs, the superstars. They put up these type of numbers. The game before that, she was 27 and 6. Or no, 27 and 9. Am I reading the rebounds wrong? She was 27 and 9 with 3 assists. That right there, that is what Kia can be. That's her full potential right there, is being this type of player. Now, where we got to get better is these games like this. When she went against Vegas and she was 6 points, shot 20%. Did you affect the game in rebounds? No. Any blocks, steals, none of that. And so those are the games you want to start seeing get eliminated. And in time, those games will turn into an off night will be 15 and 5. And then you've still affected the game. You gave your team somewhat of a chance because you put up a good amount of points. Get some free throws, something. Get you close to 15 to 12 points on your off nights, but still get 5 rebounds, 3 assists. The problem with this game is there was nothing else. You got 3 rebounds and 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. So she's not affecting the game like that. And she's still such a young player. And you're okay with games like this because you know eventually those games will turn into, like I said, 15 and 5 games. But the game before that, she put 24 points up against New York. New York is not a chump team. So she put up 24 on 9 for 15 shooting, 4 for 6 from deep, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. And so that's just a recap of 5 games. In this game's Connecticut, I think they're they have the worst record in the league. So, but they have comparable competition. She's going against Sanaya, who is an awesome defender, lanky player. You know, so that's still a good matchup for her. There's Tina Charles on this team. There's Nisa Morrow. So, you know, these are still professional players, but, you know, unfortunately as a team, they're not doing so hot. The game before that was against Indiana. In my opinion, Indiana is just Caitlin Clark coming back away from being a top 4 to 5 team in the league. So her putting up those numbers against Indiana is impressive. Seattle is an amazing team. So for her to put up these type of 27, what was that? 27 and 9 against Seattle. She's playing against great competition. Again, Las Vegas is actually struggling, and it was a game that she struggled in. And then she played New York and put up amazing numbers against New York. So it's not like this is just because she's playing bad teams and she's just bullying bad teams. No, she's going against top tier competitions in this league, and she's putting up an amazing number. So this is somebody that we can look up and in 4 or 5 years can be in MVP races. She's somebody that can win a scoring title. Like, let's pay attention. I know, you know, we like to focus on certain players, but let's not forget people like RICKEA, because RICKEA has a game that nobody else in her class has. And there's a reason she was drafted number 4. I'm AJ. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace. Oh, wait, this is my mic. Peace.